All hail a beard, it's your boy Big Beard B, and we back for another edition of Big Beard Business. If you're a returning subscriber to this channel, then you already know what we do is we talk about the world of fragrance. And if you are not a returning subscriber, make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe and join the big gang before you leave today, especially if you get some content of value. So recently I was thinking to myself, we spend so much time on trying to pick the right fragrance to wear on the right occasion to get the right result. At any time things go wrong, it can really derail everything we were trying to accomplish with this fragrance. So therefore today we're going to talk about the top 5 mistakes men make when wearing fragrances and how to fix them. So now that you know what we're doing, let's get down to big beard business. Now our first order of business and mistake that all fragrance wearers make at some point in time is rubbing their fragrances in. And any student of street sense knows that this should not happen, but it still happens today. Listen, the top notes on fragrances can be extremely volatile, so if you spray the fragrance on and then rub it, in most cases you are going to damage that, right? So what you want to do is really just spray it and then not rub it in. That's really going to allow the fragrance to perform in the way that it was intended to perform. And to that note on top notes, I've said this in the past that traditionally in most cases men are spraying these fragrances on within store, immediately being hooked by the top note and going on about their business and purchasing those fragrances. So if you love that aspect of the fragrance, make sure you are really giving the fragrance the opportunity to perform the way it was intended to perform. So don't rub it in and you'll be good to go. Now, it's often been said the fragrances should be discovered and not announced, which is true, but taking that sentence or that mantra too literal could cause your fragrances to underperform. And let me explain that a bit more. I frequently hear guys mention that they never get compliments when wearing fragrances, and they don't understand why someone got a compliment but they did not. And what it boils down to is really you are under spraying. Listen, I told you, they say that the fragrance should be discovered and not announced. However, sometimes you may underspray. Now, traditionally, I recommend that you wear fragrances in between 3 and 7 sprays, and depending on your personality type, you might go to the lower end or you might go the higher end of that spectrum or even more, but generally speaking, a good rule of thumb, it should be no less than 5 sprays. I believe that going with at least 5 sprays ensures that you have enough fragrance on to project and perform in the way that it's intended to work. So yes, that means if you are a one and done type of guy, you are not getting the most out of your fragrance. Now this next one is extremely easy to overlook as it takes a bit more prep work, but as always, your boy is here to help, and we're going to help you take some of that guesswork out of this next fragrance mistake. The next mistake is using scented hygiene products. Unscented is definitely the way to go, no matter if you're using a facial wash, facial cream, body wash, lotion, etc. Anytime it's scented, it's going to have a problem with your fragrance's performance. Think about it, a nice zesty lemon and bergamot fragrance isn't likely going to work well with that wild cherry almond Jergens body lotion that you picked up. In most cases, that's not going to go together well. Instead, I'm always going to suggest you do something unscented like today's video sponsors, Tiege Hanley. Listen, these guys understand everything when it comes down to men's skincare, and it's uncomplicated skincare for men, and we don't want to make fragrance complicated, not at all. Their product suite covers everything from a facial wash to lip scrub down to their new quick drying hand lotion. They have everything that you need unscented, and that's really going to help your performance in terms of fragrances. Their products have no competing fragrances, and the products actually work, so that is a plus. Not only do I utilize their level 3 skincare kit, which includes everything you need when it comes down to your facial wash, your facial scrub, their super serum firming facial cream, your AM and PM moisturizers, but I've also utilized their lip scrub. That way when I tell my wife, like Nicolas Cage, peach, I can eat a peach for hours, it comes off just as smooth. You can't tell me y'all don't remember him say that in Face Off when the airplay. Go back and watch it. You know what I'm talking about. But all jokes aside, man, because you are watching this video, the people at Tiege Hanley are going to hook you up. Yes, indeed. All you have to do is click the link down below for a special offer. Well, because your boy sent you. Duh. Click the link down below. They're going to hook you up. Listen, I never steered you wrong, and I'm not doing it this go around. I've been utilizing Tiege Hanley products for almost 2 years at this point, it feels like. It's definitely been well over 18 months, and I enjoy their products a lot, man. I recommend them on a definite basis, okay? Listen, this is a sponsored video. Today's video is sponsored, but if you go back and check out all of my other videos, their information is linked and listed there because their products work, and I want to make sure that you guys are saving on products to work. Also, because we're in COVID, all their products come pre-packaged and shipped directly to your door, so you're not hanging around people with COVID. You are looking fresh to death and ready to go, at least under your mask. And this is the last time I'm gonna say this thing, man. They have everything you need, nothing you don't, shipped directly to your door. Just click the link down below and you're gonna be good to go. Tiege Hanley hooking you up, all right? Again, don't compete with your fragrances. Make everything mesh together. The next fragrance mistake is one that a lot of people tend to do, and they may not understand that they are doing this incorrectly, and that is spraying your fragrances too close. Yes, spraying your fragrances too close. A lot of people do this. No, man, you gotta provide some distance for that fragrance to travel. What I recommend you do is spray your fragrance within 5 to 7 inches of the target area, and that does a few things. One, it allows the fragrance to fully distribute, okay? It will have greater surface area if you're doing that versus doing it up close. And then also, when you spray up close, you're really messing up the way the fragrance should be discovered. I know what you're thinking, yo, B, what do you mean how the fragrance should be discovered? First things first, if you have on a shirt and you're spraying on clothes, spraying it too closely is going to leave a fragrance stain. The oil is going to be there, so people are going to discover that you're wearing a fragrance based upon that oil stain right there. Yep. Right there, sir. You don't even know it's there anymore. You in the car, you sprayed it on, and everyone's looking at you like you're a slob. And then also spraying close, obviously, as I stated, reduces the surface area that the fragrance is going to hit on, which also limits the longevity and projection you're going to get with this fragrance. And then, I guess another thing that you're doing incorrectly is spraying this thing up in the air and wearing it like that. Just doesn't work, okay? Spray it directly on and you will be good to go. Hopefully, I'm back in space of the camera. Spraying in the air allows for too many variables. Listen, even if it's hot and humid outside, spraying in the air continues to move, so you're not going to get all of the fragrance on you that you are expecting, which again reduces the amount of fragrance on you, that again reduces the longevity and projection, which again limits the amount of compliments that you can get, so everything is going wrong. And likely not a good idea. In fact, it's a very bad idea. And speaking of bad ideas, that takes us to our 5th mistake on this list, which is improperly storing your fragrances. And more specifically, when I talk about this is, for me, really goes back to something that I see a lot of guys do. And some women do it, but they get a pass because of how they do it. And this is storing your fragrances within your car. Listen, the temperature in your car can vary greatly from the temperature outside. So I was looking at this website, I think it was called like keepithot.org or stayinghot.org, something of that nature. And they were talking about it being 80 degrees outside, all right? And 80 degrees outside on a standard day within a car parked in direct sunlight can be between 130 and 172 degrees, okay? And that's hot, all right? That is ridiculously hot. And to add more salt to the wound, a lot of people are actually storing these fragrances within their glove box, which means that it's going to be hot in your car. You're gonna place it somewhere else that's more small compressed, and it's gonna be even hotter in that little glove box, all right? So make sure that you are really being aware of this when you do this, because what happens is prolonged or rapid increases or decreases in temperature can really mess up or interfere with the chemical bond of the fragrances, which again ties back to really disrupting everything that we talked about, right? Disrupting the performance, the longevity, how this thing smells and may come off being rank, how long the shelf life is. Everything is really thrown out of whack when you decide to put these fragrances in your car and store them in hot areas, okay? These things are your little babies. Don't leave them in the car. Look, I won't lecture you all day because I could talk about this stuff all day. And everything that we mentioned today is super easy to correct, especially when all you have to do is click the link down below and holler at my people over at Tiege Hanley and they will hook you up. Again, man, they have everything you need. It's uncomplicated skincare for men that's not going to interfere with these fragrances that we spend so much money on looking and smelling good. Visit their site, find out what package is going to be best for you, and it's as easy as click, buy, ship, all right? And they'll be there at your front door. Listen, special gift with the link down below. Promise you it's going to be amazing. You'll see everything up above once you get to their site. As always, I'm your boy, Big B. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend that we are back again. And you already know what I need you to do. Just hit the goddamn bell.